welcome back to my channel. I just finished a ghost tour not so long ago, and I'm feeling a little conflicted. Not about the ghost tour. I made some egg rolls or whatever. It was really good. But I just saw something on TikTok that kind of disturbed me a little bit. It's called like the dark enlightenment. I don't know. I do try to focus on love and light energy, and I want to put that more in this world. But I just want you guys to know that you don't need a brain chip. Please don't ever get Neuralink. You are powerful in your, you guys have sixth sense. You guys can work on, I feel like we're all telepathic creatures. I sound like a hippie, but it's true. You're powerful. Meditate, tune in, work on your sixth sense by yourself. You know what I mean? You guys got this. You don't need that. Please don't ever get that. And I'm still learning about what that concept even means. I just saw some things that disturbed me a little bit. I do have my tea here, and I'm still trying to fix my computer. So let me see if I can get my computer fixed. But again, let's just spread love and light, because that'll just bring more love and light in this universe and in this world, and create awesome communities where we can all share that. Okay, Sir Gonzo, peace and love, y'all. Hi, welcome, Sir Gonzo. How was your day today? Tell me. I'm waiting for my tea to soak. So I like this little metal thing, so then it'll just soak it in right there. Ooh. It's so good. I love this tea. This is like the Venus tea, It's supposed to bring in beauty and love and happiness. Okay, so I think it's soaked enough by now. I'm gonna put this here with the napkin. How's your day today? Okay, this one's kind of hot right now. Ma'al salam akam. Peace be upon you. Peace be upon you guys. Also, if you guys like my content, make sure to like and heart it, because it does help promote the stream, and I appreciate you guys for that. So moving on a little bit to the right, I had lived earlier today. Oh crap, I'm trying to get out of this. No, oh my god. I had lived earlier today, and I was having technical difficulties with my computer. I still am, and I need to fix it for tomorrow because I work tomorrow. But I do have the content that I was talking about. I was able to log in on my Android phone. So, you guys, 3i Atlas is kind of insane right now. I'm not going to lie. NASA's not updating us, but they have actually started, I actually have the name here. They deployed their, let me see what it's called. I have to put myself in Do Not Disturb, because the notifications are not going to stop from my cameras. 1 second. What did NASA just deploy? They said it was a test, but it's kind of like a defense system. NASA deployed defense. Says NASA group launches defense probe to protect Earth from Manhattan-sized comet. What? Sir Gonzo says, good day today. We had meatloaf for dinner. I talked to an old friend on the phone. Oh, that's nice. It's always nice to catch up with old friends. I always try to do that too. Those friends that they're your best friend forever, and you're just like, oh, I'll catch up when I can, and it's like you haven't missed a day. You guys are all cool about it. Okay, thanks for the hearts and the likes. It does help promote my channel. I appreciate it. So it says NASA is involved in planetary defense against threats like asteroids and has deployed technology conducted tests with defense partners for other purposes. But apparently, because of 3i Atlas, a few days ago, NASA launched a defense probe to protect Earth. What? And they're saying they try to hide it as if it was oh, we're just testing it. But no, because they haven't tested this in many years. So it seems like they're doing it because of 3i Atlas. And they're not releasing the most recent photos of Three Eye Atlas, but you know who is releasing that? Astronomers that have their own independent telescopes outside of NASA. We are getting better footage from other people outside of NASA because NASA is not releasing the footage. And I've saved some. That's what I was trying to pull up on my computer earlier today, and I still need to fix it. What are your thoughts on Three Eye Atlas, by the way? Hi, Jack. Welcome. Also, if you guys like this channel where we just talk about anything, we're just talking about Three Eye Atlas right now since NASA is being weird about it, and there are people who are with actual telescopes updating us, and I have a footage here. Let me see if I can find it on my TikTok. Okay, here we go. How are you guys, by the way? Okay, so let me look at my saved. Okay, here's the footage. So this one I think was enhanced by AI to be able to watch it move, but I think it was a photo from a telescope, if I am not wrong. This is the most update. If you're following 3i Atlas, we just got our first image from a private... Here's the image. This is not from NASA. This is literally, if you're following 3i Atlas, one second. Private astronomer. Yeah. So does that look to you guys? Does that look like a regular meteoroid, or does that look like a spaceship? That has this amazing telescope, by the way, on YouTube, and he got an image of 3i Atlas as it was going across Mars. It does not look like a comet. Yeah, this is from LJF593. Yeah, it doesn't look like a comet, and it looks like a spaceship. I'm not going to lie. It does. Are those real teeth? Are those vampire teeth? I don't know. Guess. Yeah, and NASA has officially deployed defense too, which is crazy. On his YouTube, and showed how different it is from other comets, obviously, because it looks like a freaking spaceship. And this one right here, this is an AI. So he made the AI rendering for it to move, but the picture looks like that, if I'm not wrong. Curtis Hellplane looks so pretty. Aw, thanks. You guys are so sweet. I really like your cute red nail polish fingers. I think they're real teeth. Your red teeth. Thank you guys. It's funny because my nails, I was gonna kind of do them on camera too, because why not? I'm doing a mix because as the red one falls, I'm adding these black ones, and this one like cracked. So we could actually do this together. Muhammad said it really does look like a spaceship. No, it does. And NASA is like they literally deployed a defense probe because of it. And they're just not updating us with photos anymore. They just stopped. So isn't that sketchy? What do you guys think? What are your opinions on that? I also saw something really creepy, and it really disturbed me a little bit. Which is I don't know. Do you guys know what Neuralink is? Please don't ever get it. Like, you guys are powerful in your own right. I'm such a hippie. I believe like through meditation, you can work on your sixth sense, become more psychic. You can communicate telepathically, like all that stuff. The Western society has taught you out of the fact that you have this ability, and through meditation, you can really work on opening your third eye. Neuralink is just closing you off, right? It's giving you the same thing, except they have control over your brain, and they can... No freaking way. Please don't ever do that. Oh God. Please don't ever do that. So it really does look like a spaceship. Yeah, so these are the nails I'm gonna be putting on too. While we talk about all the weird stuff. Sir Gonzo says, oh no, Neuralink can be hacked into. So yeah, can you imagine? You're just like, you have this brain chip, and then oh no, you didn't pay the monthly subscription, so your body freezes while you watch an ad, and then you can move, or they could just kill you by blowing up the. Please don't. I saw some horrible videos that are assuming some things. I don't necessarily feel comfortable saying it. But it's on TikTok. Please don't ever do that. You are powerful in your own right. Don't let anybody tell you you're not. Hi. So no, Muhammad said, "What's the name? What time is there in the U.S. where you are?" Just curious. So I am in Florida. So it is 10:51 p.m. It's not that late. So this one's gonna be this color. Look at that. I'm just being creepy with it. Also, if you guys like these topics, make sure to like and heart the video because it does help promote my channel. Oh no, where did the glue go? Oh, here's the glue. Jack's online, so I want to text you how would I do so we can talk. I don't really put my phone number publicly for a few reasons, but you could always, I always tell people, just comment on my videos and I will always respond. I try to get to all the comments, and if you want to like ask about a topic or something, I will respond. You're good. You can ask the other people. Jim Deckard says, "Are you sure you don't want the Bill Gates microchip?" None of them. Bad. No chips in brain, please. No, you guys are powerful. This is all about control and about like telling you like, oh, we'll give you all this stuff. Innately, as a human being, we are spiritual creatures. We have all those powers. You know what I mean? Like there's literally no need. The Western society has taught you that it's impossible to do these things, right? No, it's not. Just meditate. Meditation is key. Live in the present now. Take walks. See what information you get when you're just here, right? Jack, sorry. See, I'm literally pasting this nail right now. Jack online says, "Are you single?" No, I have a boyfriend. Muhammad says, 10:51 p.m. Huge difference to where I live. Never thought of that. What time is it over there, Muhammad? I'm curious. It's probably AM, right? I forgot what country you are in. Okay, so I'm assuming it's an Arab country because your name's Muhammad, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I'm like holding this nail. These are like the Harry Potter nails. These smoky ones, you see that? It's supposed to be like Dementor. Who loves Harry Potter? I love Harry Potter. Oh, I also got some really cool things here I wanted to show you guys. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. Let's see. Look at that. Do you see the smoke? It's supposed to be like Dementor themed. Okay, I know this is really girly. I think I lost 2 of you because of the nails, but whatever. I'm just having fun. Sir Gonzo says, it's Levi. Oh, saw, laugh out loud. Leviosa. There we go. Look at that. Yeah. Isn't that nice? I love that. So cool. Leviosa. And then this tea is like Venus tea. Ooh, magical. How are you doing, Vampire Girl? I'm doing great. I did a ghost tour today, and it was fun. It's funny because sometimes I'll have like really big groups, or I'll have smaller groups. I think the girl that did the 7, it just depends because they have tours all the time and every like many hours, right? So the girl that did the 7 p.m. tour got like the big group, and then I guess they just put like last minute people that booked, and I ended up doing the 8 p.m. tour. And I just had like 2 Ireland girls, and they were super cool. They're telling me about Ireland, and I had to defend them. So there are some areas that are kind of sketchy that we walk around at night. So I make sure to walk them to their cars. And there was this guy walking behind us really, really close. And it was in the dark, and I was like, I stopped the 2 girls, and I was like, okay. I was like, I was like, I stopped and I was like, and I pointed at him. I was like, you can pass. And he's like, oh, I don't have to. I'm not in a hurry. I was like, no, it's okay. You can pass. You can pass. I kept telling him to pass us because he was like right behind us. And it's like in the middle of this dark like area and there's nobody else there. And then as he passed us, I saw he had like the teardrop. You know, like gang members, you do the teardrop when they killed someone. And then he was kind of frustrated that I forced him to pass us, and he passed us. And then I told the ladies thanked me later because they felt a little spooked that this guy was behind us. I clocked it quickly. I was like, when he got close, I was like, nope, you pass us. So, which was sweet. I was like, yeah, I protected my girls. my my tour. I was like, yeah, I always protect you guys. That's the thing about, like, I grew up in Puerto Rico, so I will call someone out, like, yeah. I will, like, and that actually helps limit crimes because they're like, oh, she's gonna fight back. Like, she's like, she knows you. She noticed you. Okay, let me catch up on the comments. So, Muhammad said, it's 7:54 a.m. here in Lahore, Pakistan, not an Arab country, but in neighbor parish in Iran, but it's in subcontinent. Interesting. And Jigar said, that's awesome. I'm glad you're a part of that. Was you figuring out creepy? No, because there's always, when you're like in a city, a major city, there's always going to be sketchy areas. But I'm always like, these girls were like from a really nice place, Ireland. Probably very, very safe where they live in the middle of nowhere. I'm always like hyper aware. So like I will clock something, and if I need to address it, I will address it. And it actually limits crimes because people, they go after the weak. If you're like, no, then a lot of times it just scares them away. Creepy, yeah. Wait to be on your toes. Yeah. Yeah, for if there are any girls in this chat, always don't act like you don't see the person that's being weird. You look them in the eye and let them know that you know. Okay? And if you have to say something, say it. It usually scares them off. They go after people who are timid. Joe says, hey, y'all. Hello. Hey, y'all. Yeah, make a scene. Exactly. Make a scene. That's also advice for any women in the chat. Always, if you need to, be loud, make a scene. Way to be cognizant. Cognizant. Yes, sorry. I said the word wrong, which is kind of funny. And also because, I'm a vampire, Paulina. I'm using that as an excuse right now for pronouncing that word wrong. So yeah, just being aware of your situation is important. Let's see. So we talked about the weird 3-eye atlas thing. Also, there is, I think I had it here on TikTok too. There's this girl that she was talking about, like she went to, so she had the craziest dream. I mentioned it earlier, but I'm going to mention it again. She had the craziest dream. She dreamt that she woke up in her like 80-year-old body in a nursing facility, and and it felt super real. And they were telling her that they were like calming her down. I forgot what her name was. Let's say it's Rivera. Miss Rivera, it's okay. You're here and your nurse. And then she was like, who's this man next to me? She's like, that's your husband. They're trying to calm her down, telling her that she was 80 years old. And it felt super weird. It freaked her out to the point where she was like, oh my God, what is going on? And then she managed to wake back up, and she woke back up in her young body with her actual husband, because they had told her that the husband she was calling out had deceased and she remarried, which was crazy. It was like in a nursing home, and she went back to sleep and woke up back there. Can you imagine? That is such a terrifying experience. Like, what if that's what dementia is? Like, your actual consciousness goes... Your consciousness just goes into that body randomly. That would be so scary. She said it was a horrifying experience. Yeah, that is pretty scary. Okay. Jim Decker said, I'm so proud of you. Aw, thanks, Jim. Moana said, why after a few minutes you two tell us to say hi in the live chat? I don't know, but hi. Is that why you guys say hi a lot? I didn't realize that. I guess it's just recommending to say hi. Joe Sloan says that is the wildest dream I've heard. Crazy. I know, it felt like maybe that her consciousness just traveled into her old body. I mean, time is not linear, right? So, I mean, I feel bad for that. I would never want to go through that, you know. I want to always have mental health, you know. GF Michael says, "Hi, hello. Have you guys ever had any creepy dreams or dreams that have felt very, very, very real?" I've had quite a few dreams that have felt real. I've also had sleep paralysis. If you don't know what that is, that's when you wake up but your body is frozen and then you can't move and you're like in this state where your body is asleep but your consciousness is awake and you're looking around you and you're like, oh my God, I can't move. And for some reason during sleep paralysis, people will see like their nightmares or they'll see scary things. Muhammad says, hi. Let's see. Anybody with weird dream encounters, let me know in the chat. I have a few here. GF Michael says, I've always wanted to take my phone or some kind of recording video device into my dreams so I can play it back and watch them. What you can do, and this during 2020, 2021, since we were locked in, I was really into like the dreaming space. I astral traveled, if you know what that is. There's like meditations for that. And the best thing you could do is have a dream journal. If you want to remember your dreams, have a dream journal. Like wake up, first thing you do is write it down. Wake up, first thing you do is write it down. Also, before you go to sleep, tell yourself, I want to remember my dream. And if you want to be aware that you're dreaming, tell yourself, I want to remember that I am dreaming. I want to remember I am dreaming. Check if you're dreaming. So then when you are in that state, you can clock, oh, this is a dream. Do something to check that you're dreaming. Having a dream journal can help you be lucid in dreams where you're just like, you wake up. And it is a really fun experience because then you create your reality. You are lucid. You are the master of whatever you want. Why don't you create a play place? Why don't you fly? My go-to is to fly. I've also explored the oceans, whatever, you know. It's your dream world. Do what you want, you know. Okay. So, Joe Sloan says, I've had sleep paralysis. I hate it. Laugh out. Yeah, I think the only time I had like a really bad sleep paralysis, I wasn't that scared because I knew it was my subconscious. This was when I was trying to actively astral project. For those who don't know what that is, that's when your body is sleeping and your soul leaves your body while it's sleeping and you travel everywhere astrally. There are tutorials on YouTube how to do it. I follow Ryan Cropper 2020-21. I learned how to do it. Point is, before you astral project, your body sometimes falls into a sleep paralysis. And so when I was learning how to do that, how to transition, I remember falling into my first like very scary sleep paralysis, but at the same time, it wasn't that scary. I was frozen. And I just hear like a monster's voice. It's like really dark, like, I'm going to eat you and I'm going to eat myself. But for some reason, intuitively, even though I was frozen and I couldn't move, I didn't open my eyes. Intuitively, I knew that was my self-conscious. I feel like some people do experience like maybe actual entities around them. But that one was my subconscious. I was frozen. I was like, you're having a sleep paralysis experience. That is not real. That's your subconscious talking. I talked myself through it in my brain until I opened my eyes. Because the monster that was created would be a monster I would have created as a child. So I knew it was my subconscious. Sir Gonzo says, life could be a dream. I think that's the Buddhist philosophy. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like life is just a learning realm. The whole point of this is to learn and grow our souls, you know. Life could be dream. What's that song? That's what I thought of. Hello, CT Eldridge, welcome. Yeah, CT Eldridge says, yeah, I had a witch poke me in the eye one night in the bedroom when I was 4 years old. That was your sleep paralysis? That freaking sucks. Oh, I remember having a really bad night terror when I was a child, but I actually think it was like a lower spirit kind of like harassing me as a child, because there are things, in my opinion, that are lower vibrationally and that like to scare kids and people just to like feed off that fear. And I remember having my blanket over my head, and all I heard was, "Mommy, mommy, mommy," in my ear. And there was like, and I would sleep on a bunk bed. I was on the top bunk bed because my sister and I would share the room. And I knew there was nobody in my ear. And all I could hear, and I was so scared, and I was awake, and all I could hear is that. That was not a night terror. That was just like something trying to scare me as a child. I just remember having I was so scared, but I think it was doing that to feed off of that energy. Jonathan, and also if you guys have had any weird experience, weird dreams, whatever you want, comment in the comments below, because that's what this channel is about. We just share experiences together. If you like this type of video, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Jonathan Connie says, "Vampire Paulina." Yes, vampire with my tea and some blood. Muhammad says, "There's a concept of sleep paralysis in Islam." Ooh, interesting. "It's just a jinn sleeping on you, messing with you, but I can control my dreams because I play video games a lot." That's so funny. You learned how to control your dreams via video games. Do you play video games in your dreams? Jim Decker says, "Oh, I've been having some crazy dreams." Yes, tell us about. Oh, you know the melatonin? Like, melatonin gives you some crazy dreams. I took melatonin last night, and I just dreamt that I kept. What was I doing? It wasn't even that crazy. It was just like really vivid. I just dreamt. I think I kept calling my mom, and just telling her stuff like weird conspiracies. I just kept calling her over and over again, in my dream. Jim Decker says, "I woke up and it feels like it was so real." Yeah, so maybe it wasn't a dream. Maybe you astral traveled. So like when you astral travel, your soul leaves your body and the reality is as real as this reality or even more real. And there's like a silver cord that is attached to your astral body. You're not dead. You're fine. And you can travel anywhere you want. And because I did that during 2020, 2021, I was meditating a lot and doing that. It's made me less scared of this life. It's like, oh, we're eternal souls, you know? Joe Sloan says, "Have you ever woke up from a dream, then went back to sleep and continued the same dream?" Yes, I have. And it's kind of annoying because I've woke up from a dream. So I've forced, like, maybe I'm having a nightmare and I clock it. I'm like, this is not real. This is a nightmare. I'm going to wake myself up. And I'm like, ah, and I wake myself up. I'm like, yes, I'm out of the dream. Now I can go back to sleep. And then I end up back in the nightmare. What? Why? I woke myself up for a reason. Why are you giving me back the nightmare? So yes, this happened to me. Let's see. Jim Decker says, and I'm like, what the heck? Bastion Phil says, "Good morning from Germany." Good morning. What time is it in Germany? Let me know. German lady. Sir Gonzo says, "Oh, Michio Kaku explains that we are working on technology to record our dreams." Crazy. Oh, explain. Give me 1 second. I have to answer a text message. When I answer a text message, do I lose you guys? I just want to know because I paused this for a second and answered the message. So I want to know if it actually messes. If it actually messes with the connection. I have to keep that in mind for future references. There you go. Can you guys see me? Okay, so let's see. Yes, you guys can see me. Okay, perfect. Okay, where was I with... Okay, Sir Gonzo says, "Oh, Michio Kaku explains that we are working on technology to record our dreams." How would that work? Like, they're just, because we're creating images, so they're going to project it. I feel like it's magic. I follow this guy on TikTok that I love how he's always like, science is magic. They make it super complicated so you don't understand it, but at the end of it, it's magic. We're using electricity to power different things. It's just magic. So I'm just like, if they're gonna record our dreams, I'm just gonna be like, that's just straight up magic. Like, they made a term science so they can control the laws of physics, but it's just magic. We all have powers. We create our reality. It is true. That's why I believe in manifestation. It is so true, you guys. I have created some things around me. You guys can do it too. You're humans. Muhammad said, but I don't have dreams a lot. Dreaming things happen to me once a week, and it even takes sometimes longer. If you want to dream, be more conscious about it. Before going to sleep, tell yourself you want to dream. And then when you wake up, have a notebook and pen next to you so you can write your dream. Because you are dreaming every night, you're just not remembering it. So consciously tell yourself, I want to remember my dreams before going to sleep. And then wake up with the notebook and the pen and instantly write. This first thing you do. Even if you wake up in the middle of the night, just write it. You don't have to turn on a light. Just write what you, and then it looks weird, but I mean, it's written. Only Man in America says, someone took Twilight a little too far. Nah, I'm just having fun. Joe Sloan says, I always hear crows with sleep paralysis. Really? I wonder what that means. Oh, do you guys want to hear something creepy? So you'll always hear, that has to have some weird meaning in your life. You always hear crows with sleep paralysis. You guys want to know something really, really creepy? So I've mentioned this before, but there is something. So when I am falling into, we are like, our souls are so powerful and we can receive messages from the universe. You can do it too. And you have to be in a very like good meditative state. You know, Buddhists and all that, I feel like they understand it because they meditate a lot. But when you're falling asleep and your mind is at ease and you're falling right before falling asleep, you're in this consciousness where you're kind of meditating, right? So you can start tuning into the spirit realm and things that are there. Maybe you can receive messages that way. There is something that has been trying to get to me. And I always say no. As I'm falling asleep, I don't hear crows like Mr. Joe Slogan. You know what I hear? I hear this. Not always. It's just when I get to that state, sometimes it's there. It goes like this. Knocking. And I always say, no, you may not come in. It's like trying to, I don't know if it's good or bad, but I know because I put the intention, only love and light around me. So if it can't get close to me, there's a reason. Because I put that, everybody can have their own beliefs, but I pray to the Holy Spirit. I believe there's angels protecting me and all that. So if it's knocking and it's trying to get close to me and it can't, and it wants my permission, there's a reason. So I always say, no, you may not come in my head. And then I fall asleep. It's not every night. It's occasionally it'll happen. What do you guys think? Isn't that creepy? Muhammad says, the thing you said, the soul leaves the body while sleeping, it's actually a thing in Islam, and it's even in the holy book Quran. Really? That's so interesting. I mean, it's totally true. Like, I've experienced that. That's called astral projection. There are tutorials on YouTube on how to do it. I think the Catholic Church acknowledges it too. They don't want you doing it though, but I don't think it's bad. I think just love and light. I don't know, but just look into it. It's really cool. And then you have a silver cord attached to your body, so not your body's fine. Bastian says, I wish you a good day. It was nice to see you. Have a good one. Look awesome like every time. Thanks, Bastian. Okay, let's see. Victor says, bite me. That's funny. Jim Decker says, yes, Joe, that has been happening to me. I go to sleep and dream continues. Does it continue when it's a nightmare or when it's good? It'll happen to me both. It has not happened to me that often. I don't really wake up in the middle of the night that often. If I wake up, it's because I have to pee, and I really don't want to pee. Blanca, saludos, te queremos mucho. Vas a salir Halloween, nosotros salimos. Que pases muy bien. Gracias, Blanca, igual. Sir Gonzo says, is there a difference between lucid dreaming and astral projection? Yes. Lucid dreaming, you are in the dream state. Your soul has not left your body, and you're just controlling your dream fully. You're fully controlling your dream. You can do whatever you want. And actually, a lot of people, lucid dreaming is a great step before astral projection. So if you're lucid dreaming, so what you could do is, if you want to get to astral projections, learn how to lucid dream first. Meditate, maybe before going to sleep. Put that intention that you want to remember that you're dreaming. before you go to sleep, I'm going to realize I'm in my dream. And then when you wake up, write your dream. And that's a great way to learn how to lucid dream, because then you're intentionally, when you're in the dream state, you're going to question yourself, oh, am I dreaming? And then you realize, oh, yes, I'm dreaming. And then you have full control because you're dreaming. You're like, this is my world. Ding. Let's go fly. Ding. Let's do whatever. You have all the magic in the world because you're in your dream state. You control it. It's your world, right? Where astral projection is a little different. Astral projection is when your soul, so your body's sleeping, your soul, you have to like, it's weird because you learn how to, I have not done this in a long time, but your body's sleeping and you kind of like sit up. For me, when I was practicing on how to do it, I kept sitting up and actually waking up for a while, and then I realized I can sit up. My soul sits up, your body stays, and you kind of just walk out of your body, and your body is sleeping, and you just walk out. And there's just like, from what and I have not done this in a long time, but from what I remember, there was like so many like I remember opening my front door and I was in a different realm, or there's just so many realms and things happening at the same time, so many versions of people. I remember my cat, I saw a astral version of my cat playing with my actual cat that was awake, and I was like, there's two versions, and he was playing with a parallel version of him, which was kind of funny. It was just like so many things going on. It was just like infinite. Everything is like, I don't know. It was kind of fun. You can go anywhere you want. And I think what you vibrate at, I always try to do the intentions of love and light. Don't do that when you're scared, because you'll go into scarier realms. Wherever you're vibrating at, like your emotions, your state of mind, that's where you go to. That's where you tend to go to. So just be like, love light, you know? Victor says Total Witch. Ooh, maybe. Blanca says, lo que dijimos la otra vez, los dientes te quedan impresionante. Bueno, gracias, Blanca. Joel says, yes, it's crazy. It's been happening to me too a lot, where you fall back asleep into the same dream. Joel says, I subscribe, good vibes here. Yeah, thanks for subscribing, you guys. Muhammad said, I will try writing dreams. Thank you. Yes, you're welcome. It really, really does help. So again, as soon as you wake up, write your dreams. And before going to sleep, maybe meditate for 5 to 10 minutes, and put that intention while you're meditating that you're going to remember your dreams. You're going to be aware, and then fall asleep. There are, what was I going to say? There are also meditations on YouTube. I would just say be careful, because some of those meditations might have messages that are, for the most people are love and light, but I have had like, it could mess with your psyche a little bit if whatever they're saying is not the best intention, or maybe just not the best intention for you at that time. It could be something good, you know. Maybe the meditation wants you to work through something that you went through, but then you're encountering your fears in your dream, and you're like, what the heck? So just, for the most part, most meditations on YouTube are good though. Elusa says, you're so beautiful, hot. Aw, thanks. Jonathan says, crows and ravens are messenger signs. Yes. I have heard of that too. I wonder, that's why, was it you, Jonathan, that kept seeing crows in your dream? Maybe there's a sign for you. There's a message. And also, if you ever want to receive a message from your spirit guides, your angels, the universe around you, on if you're on the right path, this is something I do, and it really does help me. I pick something that, and I don't tell anybody, so nobody sends it to me. I pick something like, if, I'm going to give you an example. I'll put the intention like, if universe or angels or guides or whatever, if I am on the right path, can you show me a red butterfly? And that's always my thing. Show me a red butterfly when I'm protected, when you're near me, when I'm in the right path. So then every time you see a red butterfly and you're doing something, you know you're in the right path. But you don't tell anybody. So nobody actually gives you the red butterfly on purpose. You just kind of keep that on by yourself, and then you see the red butterfly and you're like, oh, I am protected, or I am going the right path. It's a really nice way to like receive messages and just feel like you are loved, you know? Ryan says, come in. I said, come in. I do not. If I hear that, you may not come in. Anana says, hi. Oliver says, I thought, oh my God, no. Ryan Morgan says, last time I left, I felt a spirit. I pushed it out of my room with my own and nothing ever came back because living spirits are stronger. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I mean, this is your home is your home, right? Protect it. Kick things out. Get out. Ryan says, you speak Spanish? Yes, I do. Rip says, oh yeah, I'm dreaming. Mom says, hi. Ryan says, can you see me? If you can see that, you can see in the future of thousands years. Yeah, when you astral travel, you can go anywhere. I remember writing, I have like a journal, I used to write things down. I didn't do it that many times. I didn't like leave my body that many times. I did it a handful of times and then I kind of stopped doing it. I was doing it purposely during, like I would take, that was during like COVID times when you were locked in, and I would take, I still worked, but I worked from home, and I would take like a nap in the middle of the day. And that's when I would intentionally try to astral travel because I felt the sunlight, and the sun is just like love. I think the sun can be so loving, you know? It just like has love and light. So I felt a little bit of the sun, and then it would help me travel into like a higher happy realm and interact with things. The things in these realms are telepathic, so they'll talk to you telepathically. There's other people traveling, there's souls travelers, there's dead people, there's weird things, you know. And just protect yourself, you know. Pray whatever you want. There's ways. Ask angels for protection. I didn't ask angels back then. Now I do. Or the Holy Spirit. Okay. Or whatever you believe in, you know. Sam says, are those fangs? Yes. Muhammad says, here's YouTube's two highs. Hi. Here's another one. Thank you. Joe Sloan says, I also have dreams that have my dad in them. And you know what? Your dad may be sending you messages. A lot of people who have passed away will, if your third eye is not open and you're not aware of the messages that are being sent, they'll try to go into your dream and talk to you. And you can really tell, and I can tell. I've had spirits go into my dream and try to talk to me. And I do ghost tours, so I don't want to be mean, but sometimes I find it annoying because they're not my family. And I'm just like, I just want to sleep, you know. And they're just trying to tell me about things, and I'm like, oh God, I just want to sleep. But spirits do, especially loved ones, when they want to send you messages, want to let you know that they love you and they're here for you, they will talk to you in the dreams. And what happens is, the way you can tell it's them and it's not your subconscious is that they feel extremely real. Maybe other characters in your dreams, their face structure is not well, maybe they're not looking at you in the eyes. They will feel a lot more real than the other characters in your dreams, and the message is way clearer. That's them. And they're just letting you know that they're watching over you. And I'm sure your dad is. Recipe says, can show me the red butterfly. That was because I was talking about, you can ask universe to show you any sign that you would like. Pillow says, are you a vampire? You look cool. Thanks. Jonathan says, I do that to set synchronicities. Yeah, you set synchronicities. You pick what you want the universe, your angels, whatever you believe in, to show you signs, but don't tell anybody. And then when you see them, you know, oh, maybe I'm on the right path. Maybe I'm being protected. Okay. I.5 says, hey, hello. It says, you look standing with your beautiful sea smile. Thanks. Is there supernatural stuff when you astral project? Yeah, there's all kinds of things. I've had all kinds of experiences. I always try to keep it love and light. So most of my experiences were fine. I just remember talking, I think, to other human beings that were astral projecting. There were a few other things. I had this weird experience where this was not necessarily an astral project, but it was like my consciousness. My soul body didn't fully leave, but my consciousness left. And it felt like I was in this deep meditation. This was years ago too, when I would really try to do this. Maybe I should get back into it. I don't know. So I was like falling asleep and in the meditation, and I felt like my consciousness went up to a higher realm, and so not my full soul body, just like a part of my consciousness. And in this realm, there's these long, lanky beings looking down at me, and I couldn't see their face or anything. They just look long and lanky, but they were telepathic and they were very giggly and funny. And I started, since they were in my brain, I started having embarrassing thoughts, and they thought it was so funny. But in this reality that I experienced, it was a higher reality, so I couldn't feel embarrassed. I just knew it was embarrassing thoughts, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I could only feel love and happiness in this higher reality, but I knew it was embarrassing, so my brain went there because they were telepathic, and they're all giggly and funny, and then I just kind of went back into my meditating body. It was kind of awesome. And it was not a full astral project, it was just like a consciousness. There's so many higher realms too, of just like love and light, where you can't feel the feelings that you feel as an earthly being. And I think that's part of the reason we come here. Earth is a school. We feel feelings so strongly here. We feel the good feelings, but we also feel the bad feelings strongly, right? But I think that's also like just like part of the growing your soul process type thing. Trouble Has Fan says, hey, what's up? What's up? The ceiling is up. Sir Gonzo says, thanks for the good vibes, peace and love and light. Yeah, to all of you guys. I don't care. Like, this is not really like, I know it's a camera, right? But you guys see me and I see you. I'm spreading love and light to all of you guys. I hope you guys all receive just light and energy. If you want to take it in, take it in. It will get to you. Trouble says, do you get any readings for us? Any future dreams for us? I actually have this thing. Let me see. I just got this deck. I think it's kind of cool. Let's see. This is just an oracle deck. Ooh. Let me see if I can get anything here. I don't know why this sun card is coming up. Let me see what, since I just got it, I'm still kind of getting, I literally just got this yesterday. So I'm going to see what it says here and then also what I feel. So, okay, that's kind of what I felt too. I'm sending you guys love and light, and the sun energy is just love and light vibration, and I hope you feel it. I hope you feel all the love and light and golden aura around you, because that's what I'm sending you guys. Okay, so Bobby Collins says, hi, good night, honey. Says Nicholas, good night. You are a sweetheart. Thank you. Are you on Discord? Maybe I should get on Discord. I have to learn how to use it. I just had it for like the AI generator to make thumbnails a long time ago. We do feel it. We live it. Yes, I'm glad you're feeling the sun, love, and light vibration. Golden light is just a high vibe. It just really is. Hey guys, it was a so sweet. It was a pleasure having you guys. If you guys like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe. I will live often. I will see you next time. Bye. Bye guys. Bye. Good night.